Jesus says, "This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." September 19th, 2016. Words from Jesus through Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Clare began, "The Lord bless and keep you, Heartdwellers, especially in His peace, with His supernatural strength." Jesus began speaking to me about a communion service celebrated with great intention, sincerely and focusing on the elements of the service, especially His death and His shed blood and resurrection. He began, "Do this in remembrance of me." I took the bread, gave thanks, and broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body, given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." That's Luke 22:19. And Paul also repeated this, "I received from the Lord what I also passed on to you. The Lord Jesus, on the night he was betrayed, took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, 'This is my body which is broken for you. Do this in remembrance of me.'" 1 Corinthians 11:23 and 24. If only you knew the power of the service worthily celebrated and the gift you've been given in it. Watch chains burst asunder, Clare. Watch me turn tragedy into good. Watch me move through this service. Copious graces flow out from a sincere communion service. You just don't know the power you hold in your very hands. But the enemy surely does, and he makes light of it, to downplay how powerfully it works against him. It looks so lackluster and hidden, yet it's so powerful. However, the powers of darkness know what it represents, and they make a mockery of it in their own ceremony. There is no force on earth that can trump communion, said with earnest faith and deep remembrance of my passion. What I've given you, Clare, is far more powerful than even the words that come from your mouth. The intention of your heart, covered with the blood of sorrows from my death and resurrection, contains all that is necessary to defeat evil. It is so simple, so uncomplicated, yet so very prodigiously powerful. You, my love, must get rid of this ambivalence about its efficacy. There's an agony that goes on in heaven when a communion service is said with great reverence and focus on my passion. It's like a shiver that passes through everyone as it goes to the throne, touching each like a minuscule bolt of lightning. It's a current of remembrance, and graces come swiftly, pouring out from the throne room, like a shock wave, flipping a switch that opens the doors of grace. Clare, what I did on the cross will never ever be forgotten, because God Himself allowed man to crucify Him on that day, and spoke the words, "Do this in remembrance of me." This indeed was the finished work of the cross. To recall my suffering on that day sends this shiver through all in heaven. Never underestimate the power of that shiver, for all in heaven understand what it was about, even more than you who are still on earth. It penetrates the gates of grace, and they open to shower graces upon those needy and crying out. Remember this, daughter. Pray these prayers with great intention and reverence, and behold the transformations that will come as a result, not only within you, but also with those you lift up in the service. Go now and elevate this practice to the place of greatest dignity and power. Surely I will bless all who celebrate it worthily and hearken to their petitions.